It was love at first sight. It happened on the train I always take to get to work. It almost seemed like the light inside was shining only on her. She was so beautiful. My face became red, and my heart beat faster just by looking at her. My throat was dry. I've been in love a couple of times before. I've even dated a good number of women. I thought I had experienced it all, the good and the bad. But this was the first time I've ever felt like this in my 20 and some years of life. If this is what love feels like, I wondered what all those emotions I felt in the past were. That's how powerful and vivid it was. Despite all the other people in this world, I couldn't take my eyes off of her. Yes? What is it?
I should be asking you that.
What?
Why are you staring at me like that?
I'm not staring at you. Goodness.
You're lying, aren't you?
I'm not lying.
You were looking at me, weren't you?
That's,
Why were you? We haven't met anywhere before, right? Don't tell me you...
What is it?
Are you trying to be a pervert? Maybe you were looking for a target for that.
How did you get to that conclusion?
This train. Apparently they appear sometimes.
Appear? You're making it sound like there's a ghost in here.
Perverts are even worse than ghosts. So, which is it? Was I right? In that case, I should...
I'm not. It's a misunderstanding. I was just...
Just?
I just fell in love with you at first sight.
What?
I've never seen someone as beautiful as you. I couldn't keep my eyes off of you.
Are you messing around with me?
Why would I be?
I'm not gonna be fooled by some lie like that.
It's the truth. Please, believe me.
Then why didn't you tell me that in the beginning?
In the beginning?
You lied and said that you weren't staring at me.
Because it'd be weird, wouldn't it? If a random guy told you that he fell in love with you at first sight?
Well, that's true.
That's why.
Well, I understand.
Huh?
It's like, you don't seem like a pervert after talking to you, so I'm going to believe that you are not.
Thank you? Anyway...
Yes?
I technically confessed my feelings to you, didn't I?
You did. Technically, that's what it was.
Is it possible to receive a response or something?
Well, do you want one?
Technically, yes.
I understand. Then I'll officially decline.
Right. You're so beautiful. I'm sure you already have a boyfriend.
What? Are you trying to pick a fight?
Of course not!
I'm not dating anyone right now. So it's not like that. It's just that I have no reason to date you.
Okay.
Alright then, I'm getting off the station. What is it?
I apologize for suddenly confessing my feelings to you.
Well, I was surprised, but it also made me a little happy.
And just like that, the biggest love of my life ended depressingly at the quickest speed. It was 5 seconds. Even cherry blossoms bloom longer than that. I don't want to work today anymore. I want to go home, grab a drink, and go to bed. I seriously debated using heartbreak as my reason to get a day off.
What happened, Nagisawa-kun? You look so gloomy. Did the supervisor get mad at you?
Heartbreak, apparently.
What? From who? Yamaoka-san from accounting? Taniguchi-san from the general affairs? I know. It's Ada-san, our client, isn't it? Am I wrong?
Unfortunately, you're wrong. Guess what? Listen. Hey, stop that! Apparently, he fell in love at first sight on the train to work. I said stop it, didn't I?
What? Is that what happened? If you're that upset about it, have you been in love for a while?
Of course he was. He had feelings for her for a total of 5 minutes. It's only obvious he'd be so upset.
That's so short.
Crazy, isn't it? Apparently, he was turned down right away. You've been making fun of me, haven't you? Yeah. You should be cheering me up.
I didn't know you were such a go-getter. Nagasawa-kun, it's not easy to confess your feelings like that right away.
Well, something happened and I just went along with the flow. Could I get your opinion about this? As a girl?
Sure, what is it?
How would you feel if a random stranger told you that he fell in love with you at first sight?
I'd be scared.
Obviously. Right. I guess it's not possible. Have you not given up yet? I can't switch up that quickly.
That's so nice, though.
Huh? What is?
I mean, it only took a second for you to fall in love, but it's taking forever to get over it. Ah, the joy of being in love with a woman. I'm kind of jealous.
It's painful for me, though. So, what are you gonna do after this? Are you going to try again? No, I'll keep my distance. After what you said, I'm sure she doesn't want some random guy to have feelings for her.
Are you okay with that, Nagasawa-kun?
I'm not okay. I bet. But I'll work hard so that I can be. Ooh, so cool! Don't make fun of me.
Yeah, that's a good thing. As a treat, I'll set up a matchmaking party for you, Nagasawa-kun.
No, it's fine. I think I'll be hung up over this for some time. Seems like it's going to last a while. 2 months went by. I haven't talked to that woman ever since that day. I don't even know her name. Or even her age or where she works. We would get on the same train sometimes, and our eyes would meet, but I didn't go up to her. I honestly wanted to talk to her, but I knew that I should keep my distance. For me, and for her.
Oh, Nagasawa-san, what's up?
Oh, morning.
You seem sleepy.
I can't help it in the morning. You do too.
Well, yeah. I have a test coming up, so I'm studying hard.
Must be hard to be a student.
Not as much as a businessman.
Really?
I mean, if a student gets a bad grade on a test, we'll just get in trouble with our parents or the professor. But that's not the same as a businessman, is it? Being an adult comes with a lot of responsibility.
I see. The fact that you can think about things like that means... Don't tell me.
Huh?
Fukuya, you might be smart.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Did you think I was dumb?
Sorry.
The fact that you apologized so quickly means you did.
I mean, I did.
What? You're terrible! This old man is awful!
Old man? Those two words struck my heart very deeply.
Well, don't be so obviously upset. I'm sorry. Why are you being even more upset than me when I was the one who made fun of you?
No, it's fine. I know that I am. To a student like you, I'm just an old man. I know that. But I can't accept reality.
I'm sorry. Oh, by the way,
What is it?
the thing from before, I got it handled, so I just wanted to let you know. It did help me out.
I see. Good for you.
I can ride trains without trauma thanks to you, Nagasawa-san. Thank you.
It's fine. You already thanked me a bunch of times.
I want to say it a bunch of times.
I see.
Yup, I do. Oop, this is my station.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
See ya! Fukuya Yoshioka, the female high school student, and I met about 2 weeks ago. I was on my usual train and saved her when a dirty pervert was trying to get to her. He was probably the pervert that the woman was talking about. Ever since then, Fukuya would talk to me whenever we got on the same train. She was a child, obviously, so I didn't have any weird attachment to her. Nonetheless, having a new connection to someone made my heart skip a beat. I didn't think I'd have a new friend at this age, especially one who was in her teens. My path to work was slightly depressing recently, but it was a bit more fun thanks to her. On a different day, are you done with exams?
Of course I am.
Are you sure?
Of course. My grade ranking is in the single digit of my year.
Does that mean you're within the top 10?
Yeah.
Why'd you phrase it like that?
What? That doesn't make me sound cool.
You're such a teen.
Shut up. Anyway,
What is it?
that lady's glaring at us, isn't she?
That lady?
Look, that beautiful lady sitting in that seat.
Oh. In Fukuya's line of sight was the woman I fell in love with at first sight. She was actually glaring at us. I wonder why. She looked away whenever I glanced back at her, but she would look over at us as if she was conscious about our presence.
I wonder what it is.
That lady,
Do you know her, Nagasawa-san?
it's nothing like that.
What do you mean?
I don't know why.
Excuse me? You already started talking about it. Tell me.
I'm going to use my First Amendment.
Declined.
Declined?
Come on, tell me. She's glaring at me too, you know.
I see. That's true.
Yeah, it's terrible to be glared at for no reason. What if she starts glaring at me when you're not here too? That'd be so scary.
I don't think that would happen. Anyway, that lady,
Yeah.
she turned me down.
What? Is she your ex-girlfriend?
Nope.
What does that mean then?
After that, I explained everything to Fukuya. How one day, I fell in love at first sight. How I confessed my feelings. And how she turned me down after that. How I've been doing my best not to look or talk to her whenever we were on the same train. How I haven't completely gotten over her yet. I told Fukuya everything, without hiding anything.
You're not over it yet? Hasn't it been 2 months already?
My bad.
Nagasawa-san, you're kind of...
What is it?
You're really feminine, aren't you?
I can't hear you.
Come on, cheer up. I know, if you want a girlfriend that bad, I'll date you.
No thanks.
Why not?
I'm gonna get arrested if I put my hands on a high schooler. I'm an old man, remember?
Are you still angry about what I said the last time? Jeez, you're such a girl.
Besides, I don't just want any girl to date.
I see, you really like her, don't you?
Yeah.
Huh? But that doesn't make sense.
What doesn't?
I mean, you're the one that got turned down, right?
Don't say it so clearly. You're right, though.
Right? Then why is she glaring at you? If she was the one that turned you down, I'd understand why she'd say damn it and click her tongue after seeing you act lovey-dovey with a cute high school girl. But if she wasn't interested in you, it shouldn't matter, right?
Hold on. There were a lot of moments when I wanted to jump in.
Excuse me? You want to jump on a high school girl? Such a pervert.
I didn't say that!
What is it then?
We're not acting lovey-dovey.
Nah, people probably think we're acting pretty lovey-dovey, the two of us.
Seriously?
Yep.
Hey,
What? Why'd you move away from me?
I mean, I don't want to get arrested.
Don't worry about that. I give you consent. More importantly, she's glaring.
Yeah.
I see.
What is it?
I just thought of a good idea.
It's usually not a good idea when people say that.
It is. I think you'll 100% appreciate this for me, Nagasawa-san.
No, absolutely not.
Excuse you? You didn't even hear my plan.
Say it then.
Let's go on a date.
We won't. I told you it's not a good idea.
Why not?
There's no reason to.
There is.
There isn't.
There is. I need to thank you for saving me from that pervert.
You don't need to do that.
Come on. Don't worry about it and just leave it to me. I'll set up the most amazing date for you. Oh, this is my stop.
Oh, hey!
Next Sunday, okay? We'll meet on the usual train.
Fukuya got off the train without listening to me. That weekend, I didn't get a chance to see Fukuya again, and it quickly became Sunday. I couldn't ditch her, so I found myself on the train. It was at that moment. What?
It's been a while.
Oh, yes, it has been a while.
What is it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't ask for an apology. I want you to tell me what's wrong.
Will you promise not to be turned off?
That depends on what you say.
I won't say it then.
Please tell me.
Okay. I was staring at you because you're beautiful.
Gosh.
It's my first time seeing you in casual clothes. It looks so good on you.
This isn't my casual outfit.
It's not?
It's my date outfit.
Date?
I'm on the way to a date.
Oh, I see. I felt like someone punched me in the head. Oh God. I feel like I'm going to cry. This is 10 times worse than when I got dumped. It was painful. What do people call this again? Being cheated on? Oh, no. Oh, right. I remember. I was in love with her first, though. I see. You found a boyfriend then.
Oh no, he's not my boyfriend. He's kind of like a candidate. Well, I don't know if he really likes me yet.
You don't need to worry.
Huh?
There's no one more beautiful than you in this world. So,
Thank you?
of course.
Seems like what the girl said was true.
Huh? A girl?
You know, the high school girl who's been around you a lot recently.
Oh, Fukuya?
You're on the way to a date too, aren't you?
Oh, no, it's not like that. She's like a little sister to me. So she's not someone I'd go on a date with, and
You don't need to cover it up so quickly.
I mean,
Besides, the person you're going on a date with isn't her.
excuse me?
She isn't coming.
Why not?
Because I'm the girl you're going on a date with.
What does that mean? The woman then explained everything to me. How Fukuya spoke to her after forcefully making me promise to go on a date with her. How she asked her to go on a date with me instead. How she found out about Fukuya's and my relationship with each other. About how we met. Apparently, Fukuya had told her the whole, entire truth.
That's why. The guy I'm going on a date with today is you.
Why?
Didn't I just explain it? The girl.
Not that. Didn't you turn me down? But you're still going to go on a date with me?
Oh, that? How should I explain this? Okay, well, I've been thinking a lot about you ever since you confessed your feelings to me.
It was the first time someone told me that they fell in love with me at first sight.
Oh.
But you started distancing yourself from me and,
That's because...
on top of that, you were acting all lovey-dovey with a high school girl right after.
That's not...
It's fine, I know everything now. But at the time, I was frustrated because you wanted a younger girl instead. That the confession didn't mean anything.
Is that why you were glaring at us?
Yes, it seemed like that girl knew how I was feeling from just that. So I wanted to get a good grasp on my feelings by going on this date, and that's why I'm here today.
I see.
Was that a bother to you?
Of course not.
I'm glad.
Basically, it means that I still have a chance, right?
That depends on how you are today.
I'll do my best.
Of course, I have high expectations.
Oh, God! You're joking! Fukuya, thank you! Just like you said, I 100% appreciate you right now. I swear, I'll make use of this opportunity you gave me. I swear, I'll give you good news when I see you next.
Anyway,
Yes?
we don't know each other's names yet, right?
That's true.
Could you tell me your name?
Of course. My name is Takahiro Nagasawa.
My name is Marina Mizuki.
Marina-san, your name even sounds beautiful.
Thank you.
Just like that one day, my eyes were glued onto her. She really was the most beautiful person in this world. It was like all the light in the universe was shining down on her. But there was one thing different about today. What's different, you ask? That Marina-san's eyes were looking only at me today. In order to get my hands on more moments like this, I decided to put my all into this date with her.